Okay.
I guess because we are very much the same age and have coincided here in this community for this amount of time. Harold was principal when I started teaching too. So yes, we've both been very, very connected in this community and found it to be really a very important place to be. And so I think that I believe in God. It's a very important part of my life. I'm not very. I'm a very active member of the Presbyterian Church, but I'm probably never very typical of the Presbyterian religious organization. So I believe that God ordains the path that I take, if I wish it to be true. I mean, I try to make sure that that is a regular part of my devotional life. And it certainly has turned out to be that way, that as I have tried to do that, I've had a very interesting life. I'm 89 years old, and feel that my path has been led. I've led along a path that has been useful and rewarding. Had many opportunities to do things that were not ordinary. After I retired from teaching, so that I could go overseas and teach, and I was there for 5 years teaching in Christian in European schools, and then my son was a Presbyterian seminary professor in Africa, so I went there to live there for 3 years to help teach my granddaughter to read, and then have had just many opportunities. I certainly believe that teaching has been a wonderful opportunity, and as we said before, to reach into many kinds of things, to do that, to be given that opportunity to do many kinds of things. And so I guess I just feel at my age very, very grateful. I've been able to lead a very rich life, more than I would have anticipated, perhaps.
And I agree, but I think with Lee, and it's difficult to say things about yourself. What I think you are interested in is what other people should say about us, and that's important. We had the opportunity to affect the lives of many children,
Yes.
and as a result, adults. And I hope we've done that, but that is for others to say, I don't think for us to say. I think Lee would feel that way, and that's how I would feel. Whatever we might have done that contributed to this community, yes, but our success is really for others to say.
One last question with Lee. There was a point in your life that you didn't know where Germany was, and then you learned where Germany was. But when the moment came that you decided to move to Germany, that's huge. Even though you're on Ramstein Air Force Base?
No, well, I'm a widow. My husband died 40 years ago, so I've been single most of my life, even though I had 4 children. So that at that point I was free to go and do
Right.
what I was led to do. So I went as a missionary. I've taught at Christian schools
In Germany as well as...
in Austria and in Hungary, in Budapest. So it was a great way to finish up your career. Enjoyed it.
And then Africa, you said.
And then Africa, yes, because one of a different son was a seminary professor, and so he was there for 4 years. So I was just there for a little over 3 months to teach. But it was I was able to teach the seminary because English as a second language was my overseas
Sure.
assignments to do, and so I was able to teach seminary wives English. So it was a great way
To wind it up.
yeah. And came back home and now we teach fourth graders local history unit at the elementary school. So still get to do it at 89.
Thank you both so much.
You're welcome.
Great.